This is one of the reasons that the Lord set up tithes and offerings. It wasn't just for the stabilizing of his house. It was for the breaking of the curse that comes with having stuff. When you bring the tithes, you're saying, Lord, I don't have anything that I lift up above you.
Join me as I dive into Bishop T.D. Jakes' fiery message to church members about money problems, and see if I can unpack the tough truths he shares. Bishop T.D. Jakes is no stranger to speaking truth to power, and his recent comments on church members and financial issues have sparked a lot of conversation. When we think about the financial struggles faced by church members, it's no secret that many of us are barely scraping by. In fact, studies have shown that a significant percentage of churchgoers are living paycheck to paycheck, with little to no savings or emergency fund in place. And let's be real, when we're struggling to make ends meet, it can be hard to focus on our faith or feel connected to our community. We start to feel anxious, stressed, and unsure of how we're going to provide for ourselves or our families. The reality is that many church members are drowning in debt, whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or mortgages. And the weight of that debt can be crushing, making it hard to feel like we're living the life God intended for us. It's no wonder that financial issues are one of the top reasons for divorce, and that they can even lead to depression and anxiety.
Money answereth all things. I bet you a good 50-60% of your prayer list could be cut off with a good check. You could wipe that right off of your list. All of those miracles you need. You don't need miracles, you need money. Getting your rent paid is not a miracle, you just need money. Being able to get a car is not a miracle, you just need money. You don't need a miracle. Miracles are for tumors that won't go away. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying? Miracles are to rebuke cancer out of your system. Miracles are healing the sick and raising the dead. I don't need a miracle to make a car payment, I need some money.
But here's the thing. Our financial struggles are not just a personal problem, they're a community problem. When we're struggling financially, we're less likely to give to our churches, less likely to serve others, and less likely to be the salt and light that Jesus called us to be. So, what can we do about it? That's what Bishop Jakes aims to address in his recent sermon. According to Bishop Jakes, our financial struggles are often a symptom of a deeper issue, a lack of trust in God's provision. He argues that when we prioritize our own financial security over our faith, we're essentially saying that we don't trust God to provide for us. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Bishop Jakes asserts that when we're struggling financially, we need to take a step back and examine our priorities. Are we putting our faith in our bank accounts or in God's ability to provide?
So this is a balance that we have to have. We can't disassociate it with it because we need it. If money answers all things, we can't say, I'm afraid I'm going to love it, so I'm going to disassociate myself with it, because there go the lights, there goes the water, there goes the college education, there goes everything that gives you a chance to influence the world. So what we have to have, which is the most difficult thing in the world to have, is balance. Write that down, because that's a big old word. I need it. I have to need it without loving it. And I constantly have to check myself to make sure that I'm not crossing the line into loving it rather than needing it. Are you understanding what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons that the Lord set up tithes and offerings. It wasn't just for the stabilizing of his house. It was for the breaking of the curse that comes with having stuff. When you bring the tithes, you're saying, Lord, I don't have anything that I lift up above you. You are highest in my life. I will not allow myself to let the things you gave me replace the God that gave it to me. I'm going to make my stuff bow down and worship you, so I am eligible for you to bless me again.
Bishop Jakes also emphasizes the importance of living within our means and not trying to keep up with the Genesis. He says that we need to stop comparing ourselves to others and start focusing on our own relationship with God. And that means being honest about our financial situation and seeking help when we need it. One of the most impactful statements from Bishop Jakes' sermon is when he says, "You can't give God what you don't have." In other words, if we're not taking care of our financial lives, we're not going to be able to give to God or to others in the way that we should. That's a powerful reminder that our financial stewardship is not just about managing our money. It's about honoring God with our resources. What resonates with me about Bishop Jakes' message is that it's not just about getting out of debt or building wealth. It's about trusting God with our lives. It's about recognizing that our financial struggles are an opportunity to deepen our faith rather than a distraction from it. In summary, Bishop Jakes' sermon is a timely reminder that our financial struggles are not just personal. They're communal, and they require a response from the church. By addressing our financial issues head-on, we can build a stronger, more faithful community that honors God with our resources. So, what are your thoughts on Bishop Jakes' message? Do you think he's on point about the relationship between money and faith? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to tune in next time.